Doug Kezirian. Doug, a lot of love for the underdog San Francisco 49ers this week. They're 3-point dogs at Dallas, so they're saying these teams are about evenly matched, right? You believe in the Niners?
I do to a certain extent, but I'm rolling with the Cowboys here, so I'm against sort of the popular underdog play. I think it is the shortest line we have all weekend. It's also the highest over-under at 51. But I just think Dallas, at its best and healthiest, is a much better team than San Francisco. Now, I know Shanahan's great in the underdog role, and obviously this Niners team is much different when they have Jimmy G healthy and also particularly George Kittle. But I just don't trust Jimmy G's consistency, and this Dallas team, both sides of the ball, has been really sharp this year. Now, some would say they just beat up on competition in their division. That's fair. They swept their division, but they also looked sharp even earlier in the opener against Tampa when they were at full strength. That came down to the wire. They won in Foxborough when the Patriots played really well. There's just a lot to like with this Dallas team when healthy.
Yeah, especially with the defense. The offense, 240 points against the NFC least. And I didn't major in math, but divided by 6, it seems to me they're averaging 40 points a game against their own putrid division and not so much against everyone else. Also Sunday in the NFC, Tampa Bay is 8.5-point favorites over the Eagles. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to contradict myself a little bit because I'm going to pick on the Eagles, who I think only benefited from that bad division. Now, obviously, they lost both meetings with Dallas, but they picked up 4 wins elsewhere. This is a team that's 0-6 straight up against playoff teams, 1-5 ATS. So when the competition went up in terms of class, they didn't belong on the field. They have 1 win against above 500 team. That was the Saints, who were 9-8 and not very good. I think their rushing attack and approach plays right into Tampa's defense. Bucks getting healthier. Obviously, they'll be a little thin at wide receiver, but I think Brady should be able to carve up this team. And I don't think Philly offense can do anything. I think the Bucks roll here.
Even with Mailata and left tackle, I think they can do something maybe. Finally, tonight on ESPN, Doug, we've got 2 of the best teams in the NBA. The Bulls are 3.5-point favorites over the Warriors. In spite of what the Nets just did to the Bulls, Chicago a good bet?
I do. I like the Bulls here. So much when we see a new team that hasn't gotten over the hump, we don't really trust it until it happens. Like, look at Virginia, right? We didn't trust they could win it all until they actually did. Coincidentally, the year after they lost as a 16 seed in the opening round. I think the Bulls are legit, definitely in this spot on the calendar. I think the Warriors have definitely hit a wall. We saw that yesterday, and then there's no Draymond, who's so critical on both sides of the field, of the court, not just on defense, but also no Clay, no Peyton. Peyton's a really good defender. I think Steph's tired. I think the Warriors are tired. It's a tough ask to go into Chicago. I think the Bulls will be ready. I think they cover here.
Thank you, Doug Kezirian. We'll talk soon. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.